Any investments I have over the last 8 years have been managed by a blind trust. And I understand they do include investments outside the United States, including in Chinese companies. Mr. President, have you looked at your pension? Have you looked at your pension?
I've got to say.
Mr. President, have you looked at your pension?
You know, I don't look at my pension. It's not as big as yours.
Give us
The day after the attack, Governor, I stood in the Rose Garden and I told the American people and the world that we were going to find out exactly what happened, that this was an act of terror, and I also said that we're going to hunt down those who committed this crime.
I think it's interesting the President just said something which is that on the day after the attack, he went in the Rose Garden and said that this was an act of terror.
That's what I said.
You said in the Rose Garden, the day after the attack, it was an act of terror. It was not a spontaneous demonstration. Is that what you're saying?
Please proceed, Governor.
I want to make sure we get that for the record, because it took the President 14 days before he called the attack in Benghazi an act of terror.
Get the transcript.
He did, in fact, sir. So let me call it an act of terror.
Can you say that a little louder, Candy?
He did call it an act of terror.
And
the next question is for you.
He actually got the first question, so I get the last question, last answer on that one.
Actually, in the follow-up, it doesn't quite work like that.
Or you lose it. Okay, and so what we did was take away those leases, and we are now reletting them, so that we can actually make a profit.
And production on government land is down.
No, it isn't.
Production on government land of oil is down 14%, and production on gas is down 9%.
It's just not true.
It's absolutely true.
You know, we talked about many issues that Mitt Romney couldn't answer. You know, his answer to what he did for women in Massachusetts is when he had a binder full of women. Couldn't answer whether or not he stands for equal pay, even today, after being repeatedly asked on the campaign trail whether he would sign the Lilly Ledbetter Act. He was dishonest about contraception. He is for putting bosses in charge of whether female employees can get contraception on their insurance plans.